Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Young Black. Next game I'm gonna talk about right now is boom, Defiance. Now I hear a lot of people well not really talking about this game. I hear a lot of people thinking about this game like they on the fence about it. They don't know if they should get it. Some people are really in the MMOs and they like to get really deep into an MMO. They're not sure if this game is gonna survive and invest time to be for it to be around and all of that good stuff, but I decided to take a chance. I'm into sci-fi television, the sci-fi storylines, and things of that matter. And before I bought the game, I did a little research because there is also a TV show that ties directly into the game. But that it comes on the Sci-Fi Channel on cable. God, who's calling me now? Oh, it's my girl's sister. She ain't even home. But anyway, there's a TV show on the Sci-Fi Channel that's tied directly into this game. Um, I watched the show. Came on yesterday for the first time. Today's Tuesday. Came on Monday. Comes on Mondays at like 9. They showed a 2-hour premiere yesterday. The show was pretty good. I mean, it's a sci-fi show, so I mean, you don't really sci-fi makes some okay shows. My favorite show on sci-fi is Alphas. That's an awesome show. But not every show on sci-fi is done very well. I mean, sci-fi is known for their really horrendously horrible fucking movies. Some of them, I mean, they're pretty fucking bad. Some of them. Um, but I gotta say, Defiance is not one of them. I mean, Defiance is it's a pretty good show, but it's just starting too. So you got to give it some time. But when I heard about the concept for a TV show that interlocks with a video game where you can run around in this game world and it's the same world as in the TV show, but it's set in a different place. Defiance, the TV show, takes place in St. Louis. The game takes place in San Francisco. Now, when you first start the game and you first start doing the first couple of missions, you see the characters, the two main characters from the TV show, whose names is Nolan and Idrissa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Arisa, Idrissa, something like that, right? And he's a human, and she's an Erathian alien, which is a race of aliens, right? And they're trying to get to Antarctica, right? And they basically are coming through the Badlands or whatever you want to call it. They're coming through St. Louis and trying to drive their way down to Antarctica. Now, the way the game ties in with the show is when the game released, you're supposed to play those missions. They're called episode missions, right? And those missions are supposed to be the time span between the game releasing and the TV show releasing. When the characters arrived in St. Louis last night, that was supposed to be the whole entire time between you helping them get through their part of San Francisco, and then they drive down to St. Louis. That time period is supposed to be in between the game and the TV show. So, like when you see them arrive into Defiance on the TV show, it's like, oh shit, I helped them get there. I did a couple missions with them in the game before they even got to St. Louis, and they're trying to pass through St. Louis to get to Antarctica, but a bunch of shit happens, and I don't think they're ever going to end up leaving Defiance or even going to Antarctica. They're probably just going to stay in the town of Defiance, which used to be St. Louis. All right, but besides all of that, just to explain a little bit, I just want to explain a little bit how the stories tie into each other, the TV show and the game, because they're up to the same universe. The main plot of the story is that aliens come to Earth, not to invade us, which I thought was very unique, but they migrate to Earth because their planets are they're dying, their worlds are dying, and they're not sustainable for life. So they do what they said. I forgot the guy's name in the Bible. I can't believe I'm forgetting this right now. I know it's like the back of my hand. Like when Noah, like when Noah did in the Bible, they made arks, which were giant spaceships, and the spaceships were supposed to bring them here and preserve their way of life and their history, their knowledge, their technology, the creatures from their world. So they brought like 2 of every creature type of a thing so that they could actually have their creatures and bring them to Earth. I don't think they even thought about whether we were going to welcome them here. They had nowhere else to go, so they basically were coming whether we wanted to them or not. But what ends up happening is some of those arcs don't make it down to Earth so safely. They end up crash landing, and the technology that is on these alien spacecrafts are so advanced that just the fact that they crashed terraformed the surface of the planet. So now we have alien plant life, we have alien animals and everything running around on a terraformed version of Earth, which is alien enhanced version of Earth, right? Sounds pretty interesting, right? Different races are in these arcs. It's not just one race of aliens. There are a bunch of different races in these arcs. I don't think they never explain exactly why their worlds were in so much disarray that they had to pack up everything and just rush to our planet. Maybe they'll explain that more in the TV show or during the game with some more missions. As the developers drop some more missions into the MMO, they didn't really explain that too much. Not every alien race is so advanced. I don't have the names of every alien race down yet, but there's one where they kind of look like humans, but their eyes are a little bigger and their foreheads are a little wider and their nose. That's the Erathians. There's another race of these guys. They look like the ghosts from the Matrix to me. Their skin is pale white. They have long white hair, and they're more of the trickster race. Like they're the they want to be politically in charge, and and they do stuff under the table to get their own aspects abroad. They're real political type of a sneaky type race, that race, right? And then there's another race that's kind of like a Wookiee. I didn't really exactly see too much of them in the TV show, or I haven't seen them at all in the game. And they're like a Wookiee, and they're basically like a big, strong, ape-like race, right? Kind of like the Wookiees, like I said. Then you got these little guys that kind of look like dwarves with like this weird hair, like a mohawk hair kind of a dude, and they're like a dwarfy alien race. They're more of a subservient race. Like they do a lot of the cleaning and running the bars and all that type of stuff. They don't really flesh out every race so well, because when you first play the game, they don't really show you too many races. Like when you make your own character, you either could be a human or a Rathian, which I thought was kind of bullshit. All these different alien races, you only give me two races to choose from. I would have loved to run around as one of those big Wookiee monster things if I wanted to. I mean, I only play human classes in these type of games anyway because I'm a human. I can't really relate to playing as something that I visually can't relate to. So when I play something like this or Skyrim, I always play a human class anyway. But it would have been cool just to see them put that there so that you would see different type of characters, different heights and shapes and sizes. That would have been cool to have the other alien races, but they didn't do that. I don't know why, but they didn't. They chose the humans and the damn Arathians. So what the hell are you gonna do? And I don't think I've ran into but like maybe 4 or 5 Arathians on the PS3 version. So everybody's playing with the human characters mostly anyway on the PS3 version that I can see that I've ran into anyway. But the story is really good. I love the gameplay. It's a third-person shooter mechanic. Plays like any other third-person shooter. It's not the controls aren't so advanced that the RPG part of the game makes the game foreign to other people who've played third-person shooters. It's basically just like any other third-person shooter. You point the reticle at stuff, you pull the trigger, and you shoot. But under all of that, there is a RPG system where the weapons have damage and a number next to damage and reload time and all that stuff. You can upgrade the weapons. Also, like there's a pretty big map for you to run around and explore the world. It's pretty big. Also, sometimes you look on the map and you see like these red things on the map, and these red things are what they call arc falls. Because like I said, not all the arcs got here safely and landed safe. Some of them crashed. Some of them didn't even make it to the planet. They just blew up in space and they're floating around in orbit. And from time to time, they come down and through our atmosphere and crash land on Earth. You understand what I mean? And the stuff that's in these ships are alien artifacts from different races. So it's not like, oh, well, some of the races are here. The stuff that's in space we can make. No, some of this stuff never made it to Earth that was part of these races. So some of it is very rare. So when arc falls happen, these group of people that are called arc hunters, they go out and they try to find the raw materials in these arc falls to gather them and sell them or use them to upgrade their weapons, different little things like that. And not only do the arc hunters go there, the arcs, the pieces of materials from these spaceships, the arcs in space, when they fall, are so powerful. The animal life also is attracted to these technologies. So when you get there, it could be anything there. Humongous hell bugs, all types of shit is there that is trying to, gather its own resources from whatever this arc fall is, not just the alien life forms in humans. Um, the humans call the aliens Votons, which I don't really understand too much of that either. Why they call them Votons? That's just what they call them. Um, all the characters in the show and in the game, the aliens had their own race. I mean, their own languages and stuff like that. But it seems like there's one main alien language. I'm not sure what it's called, and they all universally speak it to speak to each other, which is a little weird also. So they say like Stako and shit like that. That's supposed to be shit, and they got all these other words. And they say these words over and over again. You hear them a lot during the game and in the show because they want you to know when you hear that word, you know what it means. It means shit. All right, because they're not going to say shit on TV. At least not here. We're not in Britain or in the UK where they can do that, like on BBC. But yeah, that's what that word means, right? But the mechanics in the game is very fun. It's very drop in, drop out type of a gameplay. It's not an over heavy mechanic and heavy dice rolling mechanic. It's like it doesn't feel like it overwhelms you with everything. It feels like they built the world to stare. You make your character and they just drop you into it, right? You can just go start doing side missions or the main missions or episode missions from right there. There's people on here making clans already and everything. Um, the game works pretty well. The servers run pretty well. I've never had a game drop on me, not once, nothing, which is amazing for these type of games because normally when they make MMOs and stuff like that on consoles, there's always some type of server issues and all of that type of shit. I didn't see none of that for the PS3, but some people did say they had a couple issues, and one day I did log in and Tryon said that on the side of the thing before you log in, they show your character that you made, and they have like this little message board thing. And it did say, thank you for sticking with us through our tough times. And I guess maybe on the Xbox 360 they were having a lot of problems, but not on the PS3. Maybe a PC version or something. I don't know. Graphically, the game could look a little better. It's not really a heavy graphics game, but that's not what you're really buying this for. You're really buying this for the the looting. You want to get new loot, new stuff. Doesn't really have armor or nothing like that to upgrade. It's more like gathering weapons, kind of like Borderlands, where you're looking for the best weapons you could possibly get. It's kind of more like that. You know what I mean? And that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because I mean people love Borderlands. I'm not a humongous Borderlands fan because it's a little bro-ish for me. Like not like Call of Duty, which is Call of Duty is also bro-ish, but like Gears of War type of bro-ish. I don't know. There's something about whatchamacallit, I can't even think. What the hell was that? Something about Borderlands that, it didn't really appeal to me all that much. The characters were a little wacky and over dramatized. I like more of a serious type of experience. I don't like really over dramatized super wackiness with guns. I'm like, people are shooting at each other, saying quippy one-liners and shit like that. It's like it's really not a fun time supposed to be. It's supposed to be serious. Bullets is flying. So not my type of really game atmosphere. But I did play the first Borderlands. I bought the second one. Still haven't played it. It's just sitting here. But I'll get around to it one of these damn days because everybody says how fucking awesome it is. But yeah, like the back of the box says, man, join the fight. I'm thinking about making a clan, but people don't really talk too much on the PS3, which happens a lot when you play these type of games online, because the online worlds for these games aren't really all that fleshed out. On the online service for PS3, the PS3 players just want to get on there and have fun. The Xbox 360, on the other hand, has awesome online, so there's guys in there probably with headsets and like clans with 350 people already, all this crazy shit. Their online universe is a lot more powerful than the PS3's is, unfortunately. But to me, that's not really a big deal because I'm a solitary gamer anyway. I don't need a humongous online community to support my gaming habit. I can play by myself and be just as happy, with some headphones or just me with the sound blasting, whatever. But this is an awesome game, man. I took a risk buying it. I didn't know if it was going to be good. You don't see too much talk about it on the internet either. That's because people are too busy playing it. It's a really fun game. It is fun. I heard people on GameSpot say that the interface is a little clunky, this, that, and the third. I'm like, really? No, it's not. I mean, just always something to nitpick about with these fucking games. But these guys, they just come up with all types of shit. It's like, just play the game, and if you enjoy it, it's worth the fucking money. Period. These games cost too much to be saying, oh my god, the interface is horrible. Like, what are you talking about? Is it fun or is it not? I don't give a fuck about the interface. It's just telling me how many bullets I got left and whether I'm going north, south, east, or west. It's not stopping me from enjoying the game, so who gives a fuck about the interface? You understand? I mean, it could have just been fucking stick figure interface for all I fucking care. As long as it functions and does what it's supposed to do, who cares? these fucking professional journalists, they bug me out when I watch their reviews sometimes. It's like, you're just nitpicking with shit. Just shut up and play the fucking game. Excuse me while I drink my aloe water. But anyway, go get the game. TV show's okay. And I think it's pretty cool that when you watch the TV show, the show might say something about something that's happening currently in the game, or the game might talk about something that's currently happening in the TV show, which I thought was going to happen last night. After I watched the TV show, you know, I was going to jump right on this, but I ended up going to sleep because I wasn't feeling too good. I'm still not feeling too good, guys, but I'm trying to do what I can to put these videos up to give you something to watch on my channel, you know, because I feel like I give you guys some real opinions, and I watch some other videos, and people just talk a lot of bullshit. They don't really know their game and shit, you know, because they're not really examining games properly to me. They're looking at stuff that they shouldn't be looking at in games. You know, just certain little things, like I said, about the interface and all of that type of shit. I don't know, just certain little things that they nitpick about, and it has nothing to do with the quality of the product. It's just something that they individually don't like, instead of looking at the broad aspect of what the product actually is. So that's what I try to look at. I mean, is this something that just stands out to me that I don't like? That doesn't mean the game is horrible. It just means that I didn't enjoy that part of whatever they put there. But Defiance is a good game. But like I was saying, after I watched the TV show yesterday, I thought, oh, I'm going to go on the game, but I got tired and went to sleep. And there's going to be some new mission on there because the show premiered, and it would tie into what happened in the TV show. You know, some type of Fallout mission or something that would tie into the show. Nothing. At least not yet. Nothing there. Now, I thought Tryon kind of dropped the ball for that. Every week, I mean, they should be trying to make something that will go on in this game after the TV show. I shouldn't have to wait, because I feel like that was one of the biggest selling points for the game. I mean, you're going to say to me, the game and the show are tied together for every, you know, they're the same world, so then make it really feel like that. Put those little extra, I don't care if it's like one long mission. After the TV show goes off, an hour later, you can jump on, and there'll be a mission there related to what happened in the TV show. You know, or maybe some, just something that relates to what happened in the show. You know what I mean? Just put something there. You know, but they didn't do that at all. I put the game in this morning, and said, okay, maybe there's going to be something new, because the show came on last night. Nothing there. And I said, perfect opportunity for them to show how the game and the show merges the world of Defiance together, and they just totally didn't do it. But they just started. It's the first episode. Let's give them some time to get the ball rolling with this stuff. The game is out, and it's fun by itself. Whether you want to watch the show or not watch the show, or just play the game or not play the game, the show is pretty good. The game is pretty good. And there's not that much material out there right now for us. Bioshock is out. Injustice came out today or last night, midnight, whatever. I'm getting mine Friday. I've been playing so many games. I'm not in no rush to get Injustice. I'm not really a big fighting game head like that, but I love my superheroes so much. I just gotta be able to whip some ass with Batman, man. I gotta do that, man. The game looks too cool not to fucking have Batman whip some guys through some walls and shit like that. You know, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna review that and tell you guys about that soon too. But Real Gamers Stand Up. Go get your Defiance if you're looking for something good to play. This is worth the money, most definitely. Especially if you're a online guy. It has team deathmatch, multiplayer, all of that on top of the MMO. Good fucking game. Alright, Real Gamers Stand Up. I'm going to make a review real quick. As quick as I could possibly do it for Tomb Raider right now. Alright, Real Gamers Stand Up.